Hey, welcome into another week of Inside the Vandals. I'm your host, Tom Purvis, and I'm joined now by Idaho men's basketball coach Don Verlin. Coach, thanks for being with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Coach, let's start talking about the massive win in Missoula over the Montana Grizzlies on Thursday for you guys. What was the key to the win in that game for you guys?
Well, obviously our team spirit. We played a really good basketball game with a lot of spirit, a lot of energy, and beat a very good Montana team on Thursday night.
You know, you hand them two firsts. The first thing for them is their first home loss of the season, and then their first conference loss as well. It's also the first win for the University of Idaho and Missoula since '99. How satisfying was that?
Well, it was great. It was great to beat them. I was so happy for our players because they'd worked so hard getting to that point. And then they it's always easy to work hard during the week, but then to go out and do it in the game, I was happy. I mean, our guys were really excited after the basketball game. It was obviously a good win for us, and hopefully we can build on that win.
I mean, obviously, you already said the energy of your team going into that game. What was the feeling before the game? How ready was your team?
Oh, we were really ready to go. We knew it was a big game. The way the conference schedule's set up, you only play Montana State once. You got them on their home courts. It's really important. Those will be big in the tiebreakers as the season unfolds. And so we knew that was a really important game. I thought our guys were really ready to go. We obviously knew the opponent was good, and I thought our guys responded to the challenge.
You said last week or 2 weeks ago, I think, that the team who wins this conference is not going to go undefeated. It's just a tough conference top to bottom. But how much confidence does this win give you guys just in terms of the whole conference and potentially being able to win the conference?
Well, I think it gives you a lot of confidence. Anytime you beat a team that's at the top of the conference on their home court, that's a marquee win. So it should give us a lot of confidence as we move forward in the season.
Opening that second half, and obviously a big story of the game is your guys' defense, but holding Montana without a field goal for 7 minutes. How did you guys do it?
Well, our defense was really good. For 33 minutes, we played as good defensively as we've played all year. Right? We did a great job of sealing the gaps and not letting them get to the lane, and we did a great job of contesting three-point shots, and we did a great job of not allowing them second shots. So it was just a good defensive effort all the way through. I mean, when you hold a team as explosive as Montana is to 30% from the field, and they made 9 threes, but they made it at a real low percentage. So defensively, we were very good that night.
Bruning had 20 points, 10 rebounds. You knew with a player of his skill, he was going to get his looks. How did you think you did against him? And then the rest of their team, they didn't really shoot the ball well.
Yeah, I thought our big guys did a great job on Bruning. Even though at the end of the game, you look and you go, well, he had 20 and 10, but we really made it difficult for him to score. We were able to attack him on the offensive end. He got in a little foul trouble. I thought that really helped us. But Ty Egbert, Nate Sherwood, Deshaun George all did a really nice job on Martin Bruning.
Did you almost expect that in Missoula, and they're good on their home floor, they were going to make a run there at the end? And were you proud that you guys did hold together and you closed the game out?
Yeah, we knew they were going to make a run. We made some mistakes there and let them get to that run. But, I was really happy with the way we closed the game out. We made our free throws down the stretch. Vic Sanders was awesome in that game. Had a number of big shots, especially there late in the second half.
And we're going to talk some more here about Vic Sanders, but the way he has played the last few games especially, he's had a couple of 27s, he's had a 33. He averaged just under, I think, 4 points a game last year. How is he so good offensively? What's his skill set?
Well, Vic can do a lot of things, and he can score at all 3 levels, and he's really been shooting good from behind the arc. So that's where it all starts. Is he's an excellent three-point shooter. He's improved his game with his ability to take it to the basket. And this year he's been able to get himself out. He's made a bunch of free throws. So, over the last 6 games, Vic's probably been, if not the best player in the league, one of the best players.
On to Montana State here, and we're talking about obviously a brutal loss for you guys and playing without Vic Sanders, as we were just talking about him. Where was Vic?
Well, he slipped on the ice walking back from dinner on Friday night and broke his hand. So we were without Vic and Perry on for the Montana State game. Tough, short turnaround. We didn't really know that he wasn't going to play until about an hour before the game. Trying to make some last-minute adjustments, get some guys ready that hadn't played a lot of minutes. But I thought our guys did a great job of battling. I mean, we had a chance to win that game. We're up 10 at half. I was happy with the way we competed.
Any idea how long Vic is going to be out at this point?
Well, it looks like 3 to 7 weeks. We don't know exactly. Just all kind of depends on how fast his hand heals.
How tough of an adjustment is that? You say an hour before the game. Was it just a mad scramble to say, okay, we got to start, plugging guys in here?
Yeah, well, you try to, as a coach, you try to prepare for every situation, and obviously you're never 100% prepared. But I thought Jake Strong came in and did a good job. Chad Sherwood played good basketball. You know, the hard part is we were just a little. We weren't deep enough. We were a little thin in some areas, and so we had to play some guys out of position. We got to get that fixed this week as we move forward without Vic and Perry on.
What did work in that first half for you guys, up 10?
Well, Nick Blair came in and played a heck of a game. I mean, he has 14 points in the first half. What we did the first half was we really defended him well. We held him to 27% from the field. We didn't turn our basketball over. We didn't give him a lot of easy shots in transition, and we played with a lot of spirit. In the second half, we ran out of gas a little bit. We turned the ball over way too many times. They get 6 uncontested layups, and really that was the difference in the game. We turned the ball over too much.
What was the deal with the turnovers? Was it Montana State really pressuring? Were they unforced? What did you see?
I think a little bit of both. They pressured us. Some of them were unforced. Some of them were we didn't have the right guys in there. Obviously, with a couple of guys hurt, it kind of threw us out of sync a little bit. But I still thought our guys continued to battle. They made the run. We came back and had a chance to tie it or go ahead on a number of occasions and didn't get it done. You know, obviously, a 2-point loss hurts, no question about it. But all in all, that trip you have to look at as a positive trip.
I did want to ask you, too, about Nick Blair. Just a freshman, he comes in and plays so well, 14 points in that first half. Does it ever surprise you? I mean, obviously, he hasn't played a whole lot. You see what he does in practice. Do you kind of know this is what he can do, or did that even surprise you?
Well, Nick's going to be a really good player in this program. He's just a freshman. That's the only thing he has. He's just not quite ready yet for the speed of the game. But did it surprise me? A little. But, you know, I was happy to see him step up and play the way he has. He's a big-time basketball player. He played at a high-level high school, at a very good high school. It was a really good recruit for us, and I'm happy to see Nick playing as well as he did.
And then what about Ty Egbert? A career-high 18 points for him.
Ty really stepped up and played. I thought he played well all weekend long. As we've seen this year, Ty's gotten better and better. He's had a very good junior year, and you know, Ty's starting to come into his own. I'm happy the way he's playing.
He's Vandals head coach Don Verlin right there. We're going to take a break, but when we're back, the Vandals are back at home to play Sacramento State and then Portland State. When Inside the Vandals return, we'll discuss that.